The theoretical hero journey to getting level 150 in Adventure Quest efficiently. Welcome to the ultimate leveling efficiency guide for Adventure Quest. This comprehensive roadmap will take you from a humble beginner to a legendary level 150 hero. Through strategic quest selection, smart stat allocation, and efficient farming techniques, you'll master the art of rapid progression. Whether you're a returning veteran or a curious newcomer, this guide reveals the theoretical optimal path to maximum level, combining time-tested methods with innovative strategies that turn the grind into a science. Chapter 1. The Early Grind, Levels 1 to 15. Your starting strategy. Begin your adventure at Yulgar's Inn Lounge with the Burning Solstice, the Answer Quest. This foundational quest isn't just about experience, it's about resource generation that will fuel your entire journey. The legendary Fight is War method allows you to farm unlimited potions by strategically closing and reopening the game client after each battle. This seemingly simple trick becomes your lifeline for the challenging battles ahead. Stat allocation philosophy. From your very first level, commit every single stat point to intellect, int. This focused approach maximizes your spell damage output, which translates directly to faster kills and exponentially faster XP gains. Equip the Ray of Light spell and cast it repeatedly. This simple but powerful spell will carry you through the early game with remarkable efficiency. Level 1 to 15 Visual Moment. When you first start playing Adventure Quest, you are left with a longsword and some basic gear. When I started, I was already thinking about how powerful my character would be if I stuck it out and strategically bought gear. You start from a nice wooden wand, basically, and you fight and collect loot and grow powerful. I was taking on evils in-game with my mage class fire class based spells. To be frank and honest, spells are so broken all over the game of Adventure Quest. The struggle? Mana potions. The Arcane Awakening, your first magical gear. The true journey of a mage begins not just with knowledge, but with the tools that channel it. Acquiring your first wand, orb, spellbook, or staff is a transformative moment, marking your transition from apprentice to a wielder of genuine arcane power, infusing every spell with heightened potency. Wands. Precision conduits, amplifying intent into potent, focused magical force for specific spells. Orbs. Spheres of raw elemental power, allowing for scrying, divination, and uncontrolled bursts of magic. Spellbooks. Ancient tomes holding forbidden knowledge, expanding your arcane repertoire and ritualistic power. Staves. Grand amplifiers, boosting magical endurance and defensive capabilities, connecting you to deeper energies. Chapter 2. Mastering Mage and Sizzlers, Levels 15 to 30. At level 15, your journey takes a significant leap forward. It's time to unlock and fully level the Mage class, which opens the door to devastating spells that will define your playstyle for dozens of levels to come. Unlock Mage class. Visit the Mage shop and complete the class unlock requirements. Invest time in leveling this class fully, the benefits are worth every battle. Sizzler questline. Progress through the Sizzler intro quest to access Mastercraft sets. These quests aren't just filler, they're strategic stepping stones to elite equipment. Elemental Mastery. Equip Loremaster's Tome and master elemental spells like Blaze and Current Event. Learn to exploit enemy weaknesses for maximum efficiency. Sizzler's Explosion. Collect this powerful spell for future high-level farming. It becomes invaluable in later stages of your journey. The golden rule for this phase: avoid unnecessary fights. Every battle should serve a purpose. Focus exclusively on Sizzler-related content for optimal XP gains, and flee from encounters that don't advance your goals. Key gear and strategy for 15 to 30. Mage robes. Essential for accessing the elemental sphere skill, which provides tactical advantages in challenging encounters. The sphere acts as both offense and defense. Ring of Precision. This seemingly modest accessory dramatically reduces time to kill on enemies. Faster kills mean faster leveling, simple mathematics that compound over hundreds of battles. Flee from Underbeast. Time management is crucial. The Underbeast encounter offers poor XP to time ratio. Strategic fleeing isn't cowardice, it's efficiency. Int to 75 goal. By level 30, you should have trained intellect to 75 points. This threshold unlocks optimal spell damage scaling that carries you into the next phase. Chapter 3. The Drakath Challenge, Levels 30 to 45. Step into the Dragon's Lair. Welcome to one of the most efficient farming locations in Adventure Quest, Drakath the Undead Dragon in Babylon. This formidable foe becomes your training partner for the next 15 levels. Your loadout remains focused. Equip Loremaster's Tome and spam Ray of Light or Light Element spells. The save and reload technique continues here. After each victory, close and reopen the client to maximize XP farming efficiency. Stat evolution. Continue your unwavering commitment to int, pushing it to 150 to 175 during this phase. However, a crucial shift occurs. Begin investing excess points into endurance, and survivability becomes increasingly important as enemy damage scales upward. Learn great potion usage. Strategic consumption of health and mana potions maintains your momentum and prevents costly defeats that waste precious time. Level 30 to 45 Visual Moment. The Drakath Grind. Witness the transformation from struggling adventurer to efficient dragon slayer. Each battle against Drakath the undead dragon brings you closer to mid-level mastery, and your XP bar fills with satisfying regularity as your int-focused build proves its worth. Man, taking on this thing must be extremely nerve-wracking. When I realized that I was going to be farming Drakath the undead dragon. My reaction? Amazement when I first defeated it for the first time. All that golden experience. What a fight. Chapter 4. Guardian House Guards and Nerfkitten, levels 45 to 55. Unlocking social farming. Your Guardian House transforms from mere decoration into a leveling powerhouse. The secret lies in neighbor farming, specifically, visiting neighbor ID 52,073,788 to access the legendary Nerfkitten encounter. Combat technique. Cast Destruction Burst with Imbue with Lore toggled on to achieve maximum damage output. The Olympics Medal's Empower ability provides crucial spell damage boosts at critical moments. When battles become challenging, leverage Rabina Ali assist to secure victories efficiently. Your stat training evolves. Aim for int 175 to 200 while building end to 100 plus. This balanced approach ensures you can both dish out punishment and withstand enemy counterattacks. Chapter 5. Shadow Roc Farming, levels 55 to 150. The ultimate endgame farm. You've reached the pinnacle of efficient leveling. Visit neighbor ID 1,330,392 to encounter the Shadow Roc, your companion for the next 95 levels. This single farming location represents the backbone of reaching level 150 efficiently. Optimized loadout. Note: Geomancer's Robes, superior elemental synergy. Note: Sizzlers Explosion, your primary damage spell. Note: Earth Mage Staff, consistent weapon choice. Note: Imbue with Lore, always active for damage maximization. Maintain a steady supply of potions for mana and health regeneration. Interruptions cost time, and time is your most valuable resource. Long-term stat goals. Train end steadily to 250 by level 100, while simultaneously pushing int to 250. Once both stats hit their caps, your character reaches theoretical perfection for this leveling method. The Shadow Roc method isn't flashy, but it's mathematically superior to alternatives. Level 55 to 150 Visual Moment. The long grind made it efficient. Sizzler's Explosion is great. It allows people to attack even those with incredible evade stats. My spell of choice was Destruction Burst, which allowed me to defeat an apparently unwinnable battle that was required to become an elite paladin. Destruction Burst does a huge amount of damage, which overwhelmed the bottle's boss's extreme defenses and self-healing. I decided, might as well try, and I was able to win. Stat Training Summary. The Science of Bulk Training. Bulk training stats saves substantial gold compared to incremental upgrades. Think of it as compound interest for your character development. Patience rewards strategic planning. I ended with 250 int, 250 end, 245 cha, 5 luck. Maxed out Tank Mage stats, with powerful familiars, pets and 5 luck, for critical hits. After maxing both int and end at 250, no further stat investment is needed. Your character has achieved optimization for the Shadow Roc farming method. Any additional stats would provide diminishing returns compared to the investment required. Essential tips and tricks. Potion management. Always maintain a stockpile of potions gathered from the Burning Solstice quest. These resources speed up fights dramatically by eliminating downtime. The close and reopen client technique keeps your potion supply infinite, a game-changing exploit that transforms resource management. Strategic combat. Avoid unnecessary fights that don't advance your leveling goals. Every encounter should serve a purpose, whether XP gain, quest progression, or resource gathering. Efficiency means choosing your battles wisely and fleeing when appropriate. Imbue with lore. Toggle this ability on your spells for consistent damage boosts. The percentage increase might seem modest, but over thousands of battles, it translates to hours of saved time. Never enter combat without this buff active. Gear philosophy. Upgrade equipment progressively, but rely on always available gold gear for steady progress. Don't get caught in the trap of waiting for perfect drops. Adequate gear acquired immediately beats perfect gear acquired eventually. Overcoming level caps and scaling. Understanding the system. Adventure Quest occasionally displays misleading level cap pop-up messages. Don't panic when you see these warnings. Continue your current farming method until XP gain truly stops at 0. The game's communication about level caps is notoriously unclear. When XP truly stops. If your experience gains hit absolute 0, it's time to adapt. Switch your farming location or method based on your current level. Consider these burst XP alternatives. Fire War Scroll. Excellent for breaking through plateaus. Guardian Tower Arena. Consistent XP with varied encounters. Return to Drakath temporarily if Shadow Roc becomes inefficient. The Stat Training Solution. Continued training of int and end often pushes level caps higher by improving your combat efficiency. Sometimes the solution isn't changing locations, it's becoming stronger at your current one. The Final Push. Level 140 to 150. The home stretch. You've traveled an incredible journey, and the finish line is in sight. The final 10 levels demand the same dedication that brought you this far, but the strategies remain consistent and proven. Continue Shadow Roc excellence. Don't abandon what works. Shadow Roc farming with maxed int and end remains your most efficient path. The temptation to explore alternatives is strong this close to the goal, but discipline wins races. Resource maximization. Deploy all available potions and ensure your gear is fully upgraded. These final levels require every advantage. Check your inventory for unused resources that might accelerate progress. Community opportunities. Consider joining groups or participating in events for bonus XP opportunities if available. Sometimes the community provides unexpected shortcuts, though solo farming remains reliable. Mental fortitude. Stay patient and persistent. The last 10 levels require more total experience than your first 50 combined. Burnout threatens most at the finish line. Remember, every battle brings you measurably closer to level 150. Trust the process. Conclusion. Your path to level 150 mastery. The journey complete. You now possess the theoretical roadmap to Adventure Quest's ultimate achievement, reaching level 150. This guide represents countless hours of community knowledge, optimization theory, and practical testing distilled into actionable strategy. Strategic quest progression. From Burning Solstice to Shadow Roc, each phase builds on the last. Bulk stat training. Int and end to 250, the foundation of efficiency. Smart resource management. Potions and gear upgrades deployed strategically. Embrace the grind. Efficiency transforms repetition into mastery. Adventure Quest mastery awaits. Level up with purpose, conquer with intelligence, and enjoy every moment of the journey. The theoretical path is clear, now make it reality. Your character's transformation from level 1 novice to level 150 legend starts with a single battle and continues with thousands more, each one bringing you closer to true mastery. The adventure begins now.